Steel Division Normandy 44 accomplishes one of the most difficult feats in strategy gaming. It's a historical wargame where the fun of the game and the accuracy of the history are intertwined instead of at odds. Developer Eugen Systems has had success with real-time wargames before with its cleverly titled Wargame series, but with the multiplayer-focused Steel Division, it's escalated both the production values and tactical complexity with remarkable success. Unlike the stereotypical World War II strategy sim, Steel Division isn't about pushing counters across a map and waiting for some dice rolls to turn out in your favor. It's a great-looking game, for one, with lush, detailed maps and units. Controlling it feels good too. Any real-time strategy veteran should almost immediately feel at home with its interface. There is a significant learning curve in terms of how to play Steel Division well, but it's attractive and enjoyable enough to get started with that it's hard not to want to play more. Conceptually, Steel Division works like a rock-paper-scissors game with 10 different options instead of 3. Infantry, artillery, tanks, anti-tank guns, aircraft, anti-air guns, and support units. It's a complicated dance, and it can be punishingly difficult if you don't get it right. Yet, this complication is what makes Steel Division special. It never feels like there's a layer of abstraction between the tactical choices you might make and the historical simulation of the wargame. The relatively simple interface and clear, great-looking graphics make it easy to tell what's happening in an engagement, while an incredibly detailed simulation runs under the hood. Eugen used actual Royal Air Force recon photos of northern France to create their maps. Each maps certain features of the Normandy campaign, most notably the hedgerows and tree lines that gave the area its nickname Hedgerow Hell. These features give each map its own very specific tactical choices. Very specific quirks like that give Steel Division more depth, as veteran players can end up engaging in a poker-like set of bluffs and counter-bluffs. It can be overwhelming to try to manage every aspect of a battlefield as a single player, but with human or AI teammates, the ebb and flow of the battle becomes far more manageable. In fact, Steel Division's biggest weakness, especially for new players, is that there is so much detail that it can feel overwhelming early on. Yet once you do get deeper into Steel Division, that level of variety and customization can turn into another strength. Each of the 18 divisions has its own personality and unit quirks. The American 101st Airborne, for example, is heavy on air power but light on tanks, while the Scottish 15th Infantry can flood the field with elite foot squads but has very little air support. While Steel Division has a great engine, interface, and maps for World War II combat, the structure of its matches can feel arbitrary because of preset escalations determining which unit types you can call in. The victory conditions can take the satisfaction out of a win. There are two: Conquest, where victory is won by having more control over the map, and Destruction, where victory is achieved by destroying enemy units. What's unsatisfying about each may be self-evident. Conquest doesn't take casualties into account at all, while Destruction doesn't factor in map control. Perhaps a mixture of both would make more strategies seem viable. There are a set of single-player campaigns which are cleverly put together, but they're the type that feel more like an extended tutorial to Steel Division's concepts than something intended to be an interesting challenge on their own. They do that well, at least, especially the American one. Steel Division Normandy 44 succeeds both at being an entertaining multiplayer real-time tactics game and a compelling simulation of historical combat, which is a remarkable combination. Future games or expansions might even smooth out Normandy 44's small drawbacks, specifically its occasionally overwhelming amount of detail and lack of context to its huge number of options, but its successes wildly outweigh its failures. For more strategy game reviews, check out Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 3, Halo Wars 2, and Hearts of Iron 4.